Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, my good people? What's going on, man? Let me know where you're checking in from. My co-host, Coach Dre, will be here in just a minute. But let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know how your day is going. And we gonna get into the show here in just a second, man. But I want to just check in with you guys, see how everything going. My brother, he'll be here in just a minute. Y'all just give him just a second. He about to pull up on us, and we about to get this thing rocking. But let me know where you checking in from. Let me know how your day is going. Hope everybody's having a great day out there, man. We got a great show that we gonna bring to you today. And so the topic of today that we're gonna be talking about is what does this defense need to do to come to bring to keep the streak alive that Colorado has built, where it's 7 points or less in the second half, but also not allowing a 100-yard rusher or 100-yard receiver. So we're gonna get into all of that here in just a minute. Just waiting on my brother to pull up on me so we can get into it. But let me know how y'all feeling. Leave a comment, hit the notification bell, like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Cause we come on, we here for y'all. We've been absent on our Mondays, but hey, we back on this Monday. So hey, we got some things in store and we gonna get into, man. But appreciate everybody for pulling up on this happy Monday. Hope you doing good. Hope you guys having a great day at work. If you're not, man, hope we change the way your day is going. It's just a bad moment in the day, but hope we can bless and make that day better. But hey, we here. But shout out to everybody, over the weekend that supported us yesterday with our Super B Watts. That don't go unnoticed. I just want to make sure that we always, give our flowers to you guys because y'all make this show go. Y'all make this show go to a different level. Y'all just support. So we appreciate all the support out there and everything. So hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to my people from Texas, Florida, Alabama. We got a couple more people up in here. So shout out to y'all. There go my brother, Coach Dre in the building, man. How are you feeling?
Oh man, we doing good, man. Doing good. Just getting prepared for this storm. Like up here in Gainesville, it probably won't be as bad as it's gonna be in Tampa, and South Florida. But the boys will get probably out of school Wednesday, maybe Thursday. So they'll probably push our game back to Saturday. So besides that, we're doing okay.
Rob, where is Law and Old School? Well, Old School is he was on the channel last night when we was live. So I'm not sure where he's at right now, what he's doing. Where Law Dog is, I have no clue. I couldn't tell you. I really don't think I really haven't been keeping up with people this year. Like last year. We just been focusing on the channel and on the brand. It's really what I've been focusing on. So I really don't know where people been at, what they've been up to, because I haven't been checking on people to see where they at and what they've been up to. So couldn't give you an answer on that. But as far as Old School goes, I did see him last night. I mean, he was on the channel last night. So how you doing, Miss Jennifer? Shaking hands with Destiny, man. What's going on? What's going on, Pastor PC? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Who y'all play this week, Coach Dre?
We play South Sumter. They rank number poll just came out this week. I think they ranked number 7 in the state in 3A. Uh, they play some tough competition, so they're only 2-4, but they going by who they've played and lost to. But another district game for us. It puts us we in the driver's seat right now because we got the best record and we 1-0 in the district. But if we beat South Sumter this week, we pretty much locks up the district. So that's our biggest task. 1-0. We just got to have a great week of practice. As I always say, when you win during the week, it's easy on game day. So that's what we're going to preach this week, and that's what we're going to push.
All right, so for those who's asking, there's Old School. He is in the chat right now. So I'm opening up a little bit later. Old School might pop on and come up here and talk with y'all. But as y'all see, Old School is here in the building. For those who was asking about Old School, where he was at and where he's been at. But hey, let's get into what the topic at hand. What do we gonna break this down in layers, right? And we're gonna put it all together. So what does this defensive line need to do this weekend for us to become victorious?
We just got to get better like we've been doing. The defensive tackles been doing their job. Block Bully, Barnes, McNeil, Coates. Uh, in the end, just got to keep doing what they've been doing. They've been progressively getting better each week. BJ Green has been doing what we brought him to see you to do. He's been being aggressive, getting back there to the cornerback, setting the edge. I think a lot of people think that defensive end job is to sack quarterback. Their first job is to set the edge. And if you can set the edge like we did last week, a week before last when we played UCF, you're in good position. You funnel the guys back into where the help is, where the defensive tackles is, and where the linebackers is. So we just got to keep playing football like we've been playing football, not get outside.
Oh, he's coming back, y'all. He's coming back. Go ahead, Coach Dre.
Just try to do your job. So that's all I think we got to do this week to be successful.
All right. So if you had to take two players off this defensive line to have the most impact in this game, who you going with?
I'm gonna go with Barnes and BJ because they've been the most consistent that I've seen these last couple of weeks. You tell the difference when Block Bully was in there and when he wasn't, and then BJ Green. Every time I've watched the tape and sat back and watched Colorado and went back and rewatch, he jumps off the screen. So I just expect those two guys to cause ruckus on the defensive line this week.
Okay. All right. So now going to the linebacker position, right? Now that you got the defensive line out, you got Barnes, you got BJ, as your two players. What does this linebacking crew combined collectively have to do to help us win on Saturday?
Again, it's gonna always come down to alignment and assignment. For linebackers, it's about filling the gaps and making everybody right. Even sometimes when the defensive line might be wrong, we got to fill gaps. We got to make tackles. Sound tackling is what linebackers need to do. We need those guys to do what they've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Again, let's not try to get outside ourselves or get above what we've been doing. Hey, let's just continuously be doing what we've been doing. Stay hungry, stay focused. And like I say, alignment and assignment. Get your defense alignments lined up in the right gap, so you can get in your right gap. And like again, that goes with alignment and assignment. If we can do that and make sound tackling, you got to be able to tackle because 31 is a load. He gonna run the ball hard. Their quarterback is nice. He gonna try to run the ball. He's not as big as KJ, but he's a lot more shiftier, has a lot more speed. And then they're gonna put Dylan in there and try to get him some reps. So we just got to be sound tacklers today at that linebacker spot.
For sure. And one of the things that I think people don't realize is K-State is actually a lot smaller, like as far as their quarterback and their running backs. They're actually a lot smaller than UCF. So they present a little bit difference from UCF, just due to the fact of that they can hide behind the offensive line and hit holes and take off. So you definitely got to make sure when you hit your alley, you got to go hit. Because if you don't, you give them an opportunity to take a little crack and bust through that thing. They can hit a home run play. So one of the things that we definitely got to be careful of is they do got smaller running backs and they're not as big as UCF running backs. So they're gonna be able to have the ability to crack open. So just keep that in mind when you look at these running backs. They're a lot smaller than what you're accustomed to seeing as far as running backs go. So now that we got the linebackers out the way, who is the linebacker that you're gonna be focused on the most comes on Saturday?
It's gonna be a surprise to a lot of people. It's gonna be Webster. I want to see what Webster does when he gets his chance to get in there. He showed me a lot the UCF game, causing that fumble for the touchdown. He can run sideline to sideline. People forget he led FBS in tackles last year at FIU. So that's who I'm going to be looking for. I expect Bentley and Hill Green to do what they've been doing the last 2 weeks. So the guy I'm going to be looking for is to see what Webster gives us when he gets in the game and has his chance to play.
Okay. So now we're gonna get to that secondary, right? In its secondary, we can do a multitude of things versus man versus zone, matchup with any kind of wide receiver position group, tight end position group. What are you looking most forward to out of this corner DB room, for as corners and safeties? What are you looking for when it comes to them on Saturday?
I just want them to be consistent. I want DJ to believe in himself like he's been doing. Don't get down on himself because he had a couple of bad plays. I like the rotation that we got at DB with DJ, Travis, and I think Hood gonna get a few more reps. And the same thing with the safeties. I think we're gonna have a 3-man rotation at the safety uh, with Stoudemire, Shiloh, and but Sim and Craig ain't coming off the field right here.
Yeah,
So
you're not.
that's what I
Go ahead, Coach.
yes. I don't think he's gonna come off the field at all. So you got a decent rotation with those three at defensive back and at safety.
Miss
So
Phillips, you're not
that's how I
late.
feel good.
Miss Phillips, you're not late. It's YouTube not. They didn't send out no notifications, so nobody know we live right now. So man, make sure y'all make sure y'all share the live that we live right now. Hit that like button. Yeah, YouTube, man. They didn't send out any notifications, so it don't show like we're live, but we are here. When we talk about this K-State versus Colorado and what the defense needs to do to win, um, to help the team win on Saturday. Now I do agree that you're gonna Cam is not gonna come off the field. You're going to see some type of version of Carter and Charlotte on the field at the same time. Whether that's in third down or whether that's at a dime or nickel package, you're going to see both of them on the field at the same time. Now, there's going to be some scenarios where one of them is off, one of them is on. But when you look at this secondary in the totality, um, we got the capabilities of just locking things down. I don't think a wide receiver tight end is going to have a big game from Kansas State. It's going to be more of controlling the run game, right? And our DBs can help control the run game by just not fooling for the misdirection. Because Kansas State's going to run some misdirection. Don't get me wrong. They're going to put some eye candy in the background. They're going to make you feel like it's just going some way to go back another different direction. So, y'all just when you watch K-State, you're going to see some similarities in what you've seen from a North Dakota State, some similarities to what you've seen from UCF and the things they try to do. So there's a lot of things that you're going to see out of K-State that we didn't seen already. So what one thing I do like about this matchup, and I don't know if I haven't talked to Coach Ray about this, is the things that K-State present, we've already seen before. Whether that's North Dakota State, Nebraska, UCF, we've seen these similar things of what they're going to try to throw at us when it comes to their offense. So, what do you think that you think Kent State might do differently that you haven't seen yet against this Colorado defense?
Like you said, I don't. I'm not. I'm not. We've seen everything that they're going to run. I just think they have better athletes. Like you say, they're not as big as UCF, but I think they're more well put together football team. Uh, and that's no knock on UCF. I just know what's really going on at UCF, and so I think winning covers up a lot of things, and then once you lose, that stuff that you've been covering up, it eventually comes out, and that's what you're seeing with UCF right now. Uh, Kansas State took a loss to BYU, but then they bounced back, so they got the chance to get themselves back together and bounce back. So they're gonna come out and they're gonna be hungry again. I think they're better at the quarterback position and Wiles are just running and being more skillful than KJ. I think KJ is just a bigger running back, and I'm not trying to knock on that kid because I think he's a great kid. I just think he's a bigger running back. This kid here can run. He might be a little bit better thrower than KJ. Uh, but he's more like the North Dakota State guy. So, like you say, we've seen this type of team before. I just think they're well more put together football team. They gonna present a couple of more problems than other teams. But I feel like we've already seen it. I feel like we're gonna be prepared. Listening to Shane Coates when they got back yesterday and the message that he sent, hey, you got to stay focused because it's any given Saturday, and that was shown this past week that it's any given Saturday. So we got to take everything serious. But again, you win during the week. We can win Monday through Friday. We should have success on Saturday.
And one thing I loved about Shenko's message is just about K State, not no Pacific player. So it just shows you the level of focus of where this team is at, right? We're not focusing on, Dylan Edwards coming back to Folsom Field. Yeah, we know he coming, but that ain't the end all be all. What we focus on is this mission, this journey that we going on and that we're trying to perfect. And that's just go 1-0 each week in conference. So um the to see, Shane Coast let everybody know, hey, listen, the message is K State. It's not one single player, it's not a single individual, it's about K State, and everybody's following their keys and following their assignments and being the best version of themselves. And as long as you can be the best version of yourself and follow your keys, we gonna have success. That's just flat out what it's gonna be. I see this defense being lights out this weekend, but also seeing us get some turnovers. Right. I think that's the one thing that we can create is turnovers and pressure on this quarterback from K State. Because if you get pressure on him, he's prone to turn the ball over. But if you allow him to escape and get loose in gaps and not contain the edge, it could be a problem. It could be a long day. So what would you like to see coming out this first half from this defense?
I just want them to stay. I want them to stay true to what they do best, and that's what Coach Livingston has shown. I want these guys to make sure that they play lights out, and don't give them no. Just go in and choke them out early. Don't give them no. Don't give them no thoughts that it's gonna be a running game. Y'all gonna have to find another. Y'all not gonna beat us running the football. Y'all gonna have to put it in the air, try to beat us throwing the ball. You're gonna have to make that quarterback beat you throwing the ball. Y'all not gonna be able to run the ball. But I have a supreme confidence in Coach Livingston and putting together a scheme. He's had 2 weeks. I've seen what he did in 15-minute breaks. So I can only imagine what he's gonna do when you give him 2 weeks to break down an offense, uh, get to see his plays and get to see his tendencies. I expect Kansas State to come out and try some stuff that we haven't seen. So don't be surprised if you see that. But I expect them guys to come out and play fast and physical. Gotta be disciplined. Gotta be disciplined. Gotta read our keys, and we gotta. And the alignment and assignment is always the biggest thing. If you can get lined up and you know your assignment, that's you in the right direction. So I just want to come out, play fast, play physical, play alignment and assignment, and play Colorado football right now. Our defense is our strength. There's no need us sitting here and playing like it's not. Uh, we gonna have some guys ready to play. So I'm that's what I'm looking for from the defense.
Shout out to our brother B Watson in the building. Shout out to everybody that just tapped in with us. We just in here. We talking about what does Colorado defense needs to do to help us win on Saturday. And the biggest key for me is our defensive line gonna be fired up, and I know why our defensive line gonna be fired up is when your insiders start going in and talking about our defensive line, some rookies. They ain't never seen this. They ain't never seen that. We have. We actually have. We seen Nebraska's defensive line, and their defensive line is a lot better than K State's defensive line. So when you go and you start running your mouth and poking a bear, I think you're gonna see our defensive line come out and start causing havoc from the first snap of the game, causing havoc, just nonstop, full throttle for 4 quarters. What I would love to see out of this defense the first half is just come and bring the pressure, come home, bring the pressure, and set the tone early. Let them know, hey, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. So if you think you decide that you want to run the ball, come on. We got somebody. We got $2 waiting for you, right? You want to pass the ball? Not on us, not today, right? And so the one key area where K State is going to try to use a mismatch is going to be their tight ends. So what I want to see is who's going to match up with the tight ends, whether that's Carter, whether that's the Shiloh, whether that's Cam. Who's got the matchup assignment on the tight ends this week? Because now that Shiloh's back, That changes everything that we do defensively. So you're going to see something different out of this defense because now you're going to see some little bit of versatility on the back end versus you might only have one linebacker in on third downs now, and now you got Shiloh, Cam, and Carter. Now who becomes that second linebacker out of that group? But you also got versatility to match up with anything that comes out the backfield. So say you put Cam in a box, well then Cam might end up taking a running back out the backfield. Which if you seen Cam taking a running back, guess what? It's either a big hit that's happened where he smashed the running back, or it's an interception that's happened, or it's nothing. So I like opportunities with Cam but match up against a running back. But also, and then you got Shiloh deep, or you might put Cam deep, and Shiloh is the other linebacker. So you got a lot of possibilities that can happen when you look at what we can do versatility wise on defense this week, knowing that we got one of our leaders back on defense, one of our dogs back on defense. Cam ain't coming off the field. So we gonna match up something. What I truly do believe is Carter's gonna be the person that's gonna match up against the tight ends. You're gonna leave Cam as the high safety, and you're gonna have Shiloh in the box. So we got some versatility things that we can do. But it's gonna be an amazing thing to see what Rob Livingston cooked up because you gave him 2 weeks to prepare for this game. 2 weeks. And everything that we face in these first 5 weeks, these first 5 games, Kansas State is going to present it this game. The difference of the schedule starts next week, but we can't look at next week, right? We just got to focus on this week because next week that's a whole different. Now we finally get to a passing team, but these first 5 weeks we've seen running teams. So we finally get to this is our last test against a running team to go out and handle our business. Coach Dre, do we keep the streak alive of not allowing a 100-yard rusher and or 100-yard receiver?
I feel we do. I feel like you say, I think a few of K State people don't put their foot in their mouth and said some things, but I don't want us to get overly anxious because we're trying to prove people wrong. I told you that's the first sign of fear when you go to talking like that, when ain't nobody said nothing, when there's no need for you to say anything, when you just go to running your mouth to try to get, because you're trying to get an advantage over your opponent by talking and getting them all riled up and getting them off focus. So I don't want our guys to get off of focus and get off of the plan. Alignment, assignment, put your hand in the dirt, go play football. Uh, I don't think so. They might get it combined, but just one person getting 100 yards, no. Um, because uh, we're not letting you bust big runs. I think the longest run might have been 20 yards or something like that. And then we're getting tackles for loss, so that takes away when you get those tackles for loss. I think people might don't know that when you get a tackle for loss, that takes away from the yardage that the people have gained. So when you get sacks and when you tackle running backs in the backfield, that takes away from their for their average. So no, I don't think nobody. I don't. That defense is gonna be lights out. They're gonna be playing fast. They're gonna be playing hungry. Coach Livingston gonna have them pumped up. Coach Lewis gonna have that him and Coach Sapp and Coach Dancy gonna have that defensive line fired up. So I feel like there's maybe combined they'll get 100, but not no one running back or get 100 yards on our defense.
All right. So with that being said, what are your three keys for this defense this week?
The three keys is to for the ends to set the edge. Uh, the second key is for the linebackers to fill the gaps. Make sure we get lined up straight. And the third thing is to play within ourselves. Don't try to be superheroes. Just do your job. Do your job. Hold your brother accountable. Make sure that he's lined up. Make sure you're lined up right so your brother can line up right. I think that'll help us a whole bunch. So those are my keys for the defense to do this week, in which they've been doing every week that I've seen them play. And if we just keep that up, like I say, and let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's stay focused on the task. K-State and us not giving up a lot of points on defense.
like I said yesterday, this game with K State, the scheme that they're gonna try to run, they're gonna try to run what they see Nebraska do, because Nebraska plays a 3-3-5, so they're gonna try to emulate this. The difference is the skill set of players Nebraska got versus the skill set of players K State got. K State is not very good on the back end, which is going to give our wide receivers opportunity to make plays. Um, when you look at our defense, right, that we match up very very well against K State more than people think we do. Um, our defensive line, you poke the bear. So now, how do our defensive line come out and respond? When you look at our linebackers, just staying consistent, right? Just give us 9 to 10 tackles, give us some pressure on the quarterback, but also give us a forced fumble. So I think we're in a good, solid position from where we need to be at. Everybody's talking about Coach Livingston. Don't forget about the assistant defensive coach, Halo. He is also a masterpiece behind the scenes. Listen, we didn't forget about none of the coaches, right? We haven't. As far as assistant coaches, as far as Coach Livingston, we ain't forget about none of the coaches, right? They're all doing a tremendous job. Coach Livingston, the mindset he came in with at Colorado is one of the best things you could have asked a coach to come in with. Come in and have an open mind to the assistant coaches there, but work together as a unit to complete everything. So Coach, give me your final thoughts before we get out of here. This gonna be a short live. We gonna give y'all another one, but this one we just focusing on what the defense need to do to prevail to help us to get a victory on Saturday.
We just got, like I said, we just got to play alignment and assignment football. We're good as we are. But the key thing is we got quality backup. When your backups are as good as your starters, when you got guys that you can rotate in, and you don't feel like you have a drop off, that's when you become a team, a good football team. And if you look at any good football team, they have quality backups. When you look at their backups, you look at their starters, you don't really know the difference. And right now, that's what we have, especially up front. I think we got that now in the linebacker room, and we definitely have it in the secondary. I think that was always the plan in the secondary, was that we had enough depth. You people keep saying, well, why you keep going to get more players, going to get more players? Because you want that competition. You want kids on the edge. Uh, like Rob said, we give all the coaches their credit. Halo is a great guy, uh, but I don't want to overstep the boundaries of what was going on before Coach Halo got there. And so he got there, and just like Coach Livingston, he stepped right in and he went to work. He wasn't worried about what people thought. Uh, uh, he comes from being a defensive coordinator and being the head man and this, that, and the other. He just got in there and went to work. And those are the kind of guys you need when you're coaching. You need guys. Everybody, I tell y'all all the time, everybody wants to be a chief. Nobody wants to be an Indian. But to be a good chief, you have to be a great Indian. And right now, Coach Prime is gearing up some guys to be good chiefs because they're able to be great. They were great Indians. So I expect this defense to do what we've been doing for the last few weeks, dominating, getting turnovers like Rob said earlier. I expect us to get we've been averaging about 3, so anywhere from 3 to 4 turnovers for us again this week would be great. Because that gives our offense extra motivation, give us extra opportunities to score points. And when you give Shador and that offense extra opportunities to score points, you know what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir. So listen, we'll be back. We're gonna talk to offense. We're gonna have a pregame show. Um, I'll be live from Boulder on Friday, Saturday pregame. So hey, y'all just stay tuned. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. We will be live. Be watch. Actually, will be up in Boulder with me. So so you never know where I'm gonna be at, what I might be doing pregame. So just tap in on the pregame show. Make sure y'all share all the links and everything will be out this probably the next couple of days. I'll put everything out, but I will be at the prep rally on Fridays like always, so y'all can see what's going on. Coach Prime does not bring the team all the time. Last couple of weeks the last couple of home games he hasn't brought the whole team. He just brought the leader. So this probably would have happened. He'll give a short speech. You'll see the basketball team, things like that. So I'll be live on the prep rally on Friday. I'll definitely be live on Saturday pregame. Show y'all the bus walk, show y'all everything that's going on in the city of Boulder, and y'all see. So, but also, man, prayers to everybody that's in the Florida area. I know another hurricane is about to hit there. Prayers out to you guys. Make sure you guys are safe. If you got to evacuate, evacuate. And I hope everything goes safe with you guys and nothing gets destroyed that can't be fixed. So, prayers to you guys. Um, but as always, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in because without y'all, we couldn't do this. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.